Hello and welcome to my latest Minecraft video. Today I'm going to show you a quiz that I made, and then afterwards I'll show a tutorial for anyone that's interested. So here's the quiz. There are 4 answers, and then there is a button by the door with sticky pistons that open into a trap pit if there is a wrong answer. So first I'll show you the correct answer, which is 2. What is 1 plus 1? It's 2. Click the button by the door, and the doors open. They then close again, and unlight number 2 as being a selected answer. But what happens if I press number 1? Well, the trap opens, and you could put lava down there, and you die. But what would happen if I press number 1 and the correct answer, which is number 2? The pit opens because you need only exactly the correct answer. Now, for this quiz, you could have any combination of answers. So you could have what is 1 plus 1, and you could then have 3 minus 1, and then 5 for another answer. So you could have multiple selections to be the correct answer. Now, if I was to select all 4 of the lights as being selected, then click the button here, you'll notice that the lights will automatically turn off. So that's essentially the quiz. Now for anyone that's interested, I will move on to the tutorial. So I wanted to make this quite simple. I failed. As you can see, if I can get to the top, everything between the 4 posts is part of the quiz. Now, admittedly, a lot of this is to do with the layout I used. I didn't realise that I'd need a lot of the parts that I in the end had to make. And a lot of this is literally just copied and exactly the same for all 4 of the answers. So if I now go down, probably don't die, I'll show you one of the answers. So behind here is the button, and the button leads into this, which essentially changes the current and stores it, almost like a flip switch, except you can keep on pressing it and it goes on and off. So essentially it stores whether your answer is selected or not. And of course it runs back to the light, which is this one, to tell you whether it's selected. And it's exactly the same for all 4 of the answers. And then we get over to the AND gates. This is to determine whether you've got the correct answer. So here are the AND gates. We've got answer number 3, 4, 1 and 2, I believe. And essentially, you can see answer number 2 is highlighted because it's only correct if answer number 2 is on. And for here, only if off, only if off, only if off. So the AND gates then go into another AND gate to see if both of those AND gates are in the correct position. And if correct, it then leads out, opens the main door, and deselects the button, because the button by the door works in exactly the same way as the answers in that it can be on and off. So it opens the door and it deselects the button. Now if it's an incorrect answer, which is this one here, so if there's no current going down here, this then runs all the way under here and up here into here. So currently it's incorrect. So this AND gate then is, if it's incorrect and the button has been selected, then it will run and open the trapdoor and deselect the button again. There's then another part of the circuit, which is these 4 AND gates here. Now each of these AND gates is essentially for resetting the circuit. So all it's saying is if there is a current for answer number 1, so the light for number 1 is selected, then turn it off. And it's the same for 2, 3 and 4, and essentially that just means it's reset every time you press the button by the door. So that's literally it. It looks a lot more complicated than it is. It's the hardest bit is trying to get it to be a bit smaller and neater than this. Obviously this was my first attempt at a quiz, so the next time I'd obviously try and make it fit in a bit smaller. You could expand this, you could make more rooms. If you fit this, you could most probably fit all of this in underground in a much smaller room, maybe going off in that direction rather than all around this room. But it's actually pretty easy to make once you understand what you're doing. A couple of bugs I found was with incorrect current directions and not inverting specific currents. But apart from that, it's all pretty easy to test. And because you're testing each element, you can always work out which bit of it's going wrong.